Hi everyone, my name is Ambreen and today I will show you on how to make chicken curry in a traditional Pakistani way. There are all sorts of ways to make curried chicken, but today I will show you how you make it in a traditional way. So sit back and enjoy my video. Okay, to begin with, I'll be peeling 5 onions. So you can pick a medium-sized onion, not too big. Okay, I've taken out another onion because I had to slice off 1/2 of the onion because it was slightly rotten. So that's the reason I've added in another onion. So now you'll be peeling the onion. Okay, so now you need 1 bulb of garlic. So I'll be peeling the whole of that garlic. Okay, I've washed my onions and I've added them into my pot, which is also known as a handi. This onion is no good, so I'll be adding in another onion. So what you do now is cut your onion into thin slices, long slices like this. They say onions are a good cleanser for the eyes, so the more watery your eyes are, the more cleaner your eyes will be once you've cut a good few onions. So it just cleanses your eyes. So onions are a good vegetable to clear out all the dirt from your eyes. If you find it easier to use a chopping board to cut your onions, you could do that, but I find it easier cutting my onions like this and a lot quicker. So you cut the onions however way you feel comfortable. I've also added in my garlic in there. You can see the garlic at the bottom. I've added in 4 more cloves of garlic. Okay, I've switched my gas fire on now, and now I'll be adding in some oil. 5 tablespoons should be sufficient. Okay, now I'll be adding in some salt. You put in salt according to your taste. I prefer using the Himalayan salt. I find it very light. It's not as strong as the normal salt. Here you can see the onions are really molting in nicely, so they've really softened up. So you just keep stirring. You stir every 5 minutes and make sure you put your heat on low. Okay, now I've washed my tomato. I'm adding in 1 tomato cut into small pieces like this. 1 tomato is sufficient. Okay, I've come back to it after 5 minutes and you can see the tomato is releasing a bit of water too, as well as the onions, and you just keep mixing it. Okay, the onions are melting so lovely. I have added in a little bit more oil in that. So it's up to you. You can add in 6 tablespoons or 5. It's up to you, but I think it needed a little bit more oil. Okay, with the wooden spoon, make sure you crush all the garlic and all the onions and tomatoes like this. So every time you stir it, just mash all the onions and the garlic and the tomatoes like this. Okay, now I'll be adding in my chilies. You put chilies according to your taste. I like my curry spicy, so hence the reason I add in a bit more spice, and I like a lot of colour in my curry as well. So once you've added in your chilies, and you just carry on cooking your masala. Okay, at this stage make sure you don't put the lid on now. So now your lid stays off. And now you're going to be cooking the masala. in my language we say we're going to be bhunning the masala. So you just keep stirring it every few minutes. You can already see how lovely that is melting. So once you've added in your chicken and you've cooked your chicken halfway, then you can taste the salt and the chilies. Then you'll know, what needs to be added in more. So at this stage, just put in however much you think is right. And then you can always add in your chilies and your salt in afterwards, but not too late because you want to cook your chilies too. So you just carry on cooking, and you want to have this nice deep brown colour in your curry. The longer you cook your masala, the more tastier your curry will be. Okay, you don't want to be cooking your masala on a very high heat. Make sure your heat is medium. Here you can see already how nice and brown it's looking now. Okay, now my masala is ready, so I'm adding in my chicken. I've added in one baby chicken and one breast piece cut into small pieces. So now I'll be cooking that on medium heat. Okay, now I'll be adding in some dried methi. So I've used 1.5 teaspoons of dried methi. Okay, next step, I'll be crushing up some ginger. I've used a small piece of ginger, so make sure you crush it up. Okay, now I've added in my ginger. So chicken is halfway done, not fully. That is when you add in your ginger. So you mix it really well. And make sure you're not cooking it on a high flame. Keep the flame medium. Okay, now I've added in some fresh coriander and 2 green chilies. Make sure the green chilies have slits in the middle. Okay, now I'll be adding in some garam masala. 1 teaspoon is sufficient. At this stage, I've got some water boiling in my kettle to be added into my pot. Okay, now I'll be adding in some water, enough water to cover the chicken. If you like it really soupy, then you can add in double the amount. But I don't like my chicken too soupy. I like it a little bit thick. So once you've added in the water, you put the lid on it and you let it simmer on a high heat. And once it's bubbling really well, then you lower the heat down and you let it cook for a good 20-25 minutes. And this is what your chicken curry should be looking like. You can serve that with boiled rice, brown rice or chapati, or you can have it with naan. And does that look nice or does that look delicious? And this is how I served my curry. This sort of food is lovely in this wintry weather, so it's nice and soupy. So you want something hearty to fill your bellies up. And I hope you enjoyed my video, and please do give a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I hope it's giving you lots of ideas. So thank you for watching my video. Bye.